Okay, hello everyone. Victor Momo from Excel Moments with a continuation of the solution series to Excel BI's LinkedIn challenges. And if you're not following the Excel BI LinkedIn page, I think you should if you want to boost your Excel formula game. This is challenge 158. So, what do we have here? We have a list of thinking players. Okay, yes, they're players. Okay, yes. I know Tendulkar, and I'm hoping is the guy I know, Sakin Tendulkar, great legendary cricketer for India. Okay, so and these are the years I guess they were active. So what we want to do is we want to list the top three players in decreasing order of duration. Okay, so they ask for top three, but you can see there are five. That's because for the third position you have a tie there. 19, 19, 19. So what we basically want to do is look at the players who more or less were active the most, the top three, return the names and the duration. And you can see that it's also sorted descending. All right. So let's start up and see how to approach this. Different ways, but sometimes we are a little about, oh, okay, can we make it short? Yeah, it's good to have a short formula, but not at the expense of, formula working and being, robust and efficient. Okay, so you could use maybe text before, text after, text split. You could also use your good old right and left. The only advantage to right and left, I guess, is the length. Okay, so if I want to get the duration for each of these names here, what I could do is that I could do, right of 4 minus left of 4, right? So basically, I could do right. I take all the names. Okay, so 4. So that gives you the end date, then minus left. Okay, 4. Okay, basically. And you pretty much have this, right? Now you can test this. If you had this, you can make it an expression, right? So you could say A. Now you could now test against itself and say, is A greater than equal to large of A comma 3? So what you're testing here is you're checking each of these numbers and you're checking it against the third largest number in there, right? And then you now see if they are larger than that, which means that it'll be the top 3. Okay. So basically you can see false, false. So everywhere you have truths, those names are obviously, in the top 3. But the point is, okay, that, but you don't know what the names are. Okay, so now let's take this as our include criteria. It means that this as is, this A greater than equals to large of A3, it's a good include criteria. So we can filter, the names based on that. So what I'm going to do is in here, I can just intercept it here and say filter, the names here, based on that expression. So it means that anywhere it is true, it's going to appear. Anywhere it's false, it's not going to appear. So basically, those are the names. And if you look at these names, vis-a-vis the names that are returned here, we pretty much have, the same thing. The only difference is that here, we have 2 columns. In mine, we have, 1. So what you can do is that in the filter portion here, here you can see I'm only filtering on A2 to A20, which will only give me the names. But I need, the years active to also be included. And the years active here is what I have called the variable A. So in the filter here, instead of just doing A2 to A20, I can do an H stack, and stack A2 to A20 horizontally with A, meaning that the first column is going to be the names and the second column A there would be the number of years. So it's going to repeat this same thing. The only difference is I'm going to be having 2 columns now as opposed to 1. So let's close that and see. Okay, so you can see that we have the names now and we have the active years. The only thing we do at this point is to sort, and we're going to sort based on the second column and we're going to sort descending. So over this whole thing, I can then decide to do a sort. So I could do it, over the entire expression, but I could also come just here, over the filter portion and just do sort. So I'm sorting that whole expression. I need to just come out to where I need that. The sort index, because I'm sorting by the second column, which is the number of years, I do 2 as my sort index. And sort order, because I want it from highest to lowest, I do minus 1. Okay, so I close the sort and then I close the let, right? And you basically have what it is you need. Now you have the top 3 Okay, active players, or the top 3 players by duration, sorted from highest to lowest. So it's pretty easy, once you get a hang of how to do it. Basically, it's really getting the number of years they were active, getting what the third largest number is. Any number that is greater than or equal to that is obviously in the top 3, and then you filter by the names, where the criteria is that the number of years is greater than equal to that number, which is the third largest number. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the channel Excel Moments. For now, I'm out.